Hey, Survivor! Welcome to episode 91 of the Vibrant Survivor podcast. In this week's episode, we're talking about ways to prepare your teen to navigate narcissism as an adult. Yes. But before we get into it, let's self-regulate with a 4-4-8 breathing exercise, if you'd like. We'll inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 8. Ready? Inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What emotions come up for you? And where do you feel them in your body? Grab your notebook and pen, and let's dig in. Hey, Survivor! Welcome to the Vibrant Survivor podcast. Do you want to disconnect from a narcissistic or toxic situation and heal? Are you Googling how to identify a narcissist, narcissistic abuse, and boundaries? Are you feeling stressed and lonely while trying to avoid being sucked back in and lied to again? Hey, I'm Lesley. As a busy wife and mom, I fell for the lies and manipulations of narcissists. I wasted my time, talents, and money on users who kept moving the goalposts. I wanted real relationships and business opportunities and to enjoy life with my family. Instead, I struggled with anxiety, panic attacks, and insomnia, and I couldn't trust my body or anybody until I took a holistic approach to healing. In this podcast, you'll find tips for healthy living, trauma healing, and boundaries so that you'll have the freedom, confidence, and inner peace to respond, not react, after narcissistic abuse. Take a deep breath in, let it out slowly, and just relax. This time's for you. Hey, Survivor! Are you tired of feeling exhausted, stressed, lonely, and stuck in narcissistic relationships, and you just want closure and healing? I spent years rationalizing toxic relationships and dysfunctional environments in the name of community, connection, and career. As a result, I wasted my time, talents, and money on users who kept moving the goalposts. One of the worst was an alleged murderer who discarded me after I caught him lying, stopped helping him for free, and held my boundaries. Even though I dodged a bullet, I felt depressed, ashamed, and I doubted myself. I want you to know that you don't have to suffer in silence, feel alone, or crazy anymore. Come and experience the power of creating your own closure without the permission or participation of the narcissist. I've been no contact for over 4 years now, and I've grown personally and professionally. I have more clarity, stronger boundaries. I'm building a life and business that I've always wanted and enjoying real relationships. I know you want to break patterns of getting into toxic relationships, even if you don't mean to. And it feels so good to disconnect from dysfunction, set and hold boundaries, provide closure for myself, and focus on self-care, and to empower my kids to do the same. Go to closurecoachingsession.com right now and get ready to heal after narcissistic abuse. Regardless of the nature of the relationship, it's embarrassing when you fall for the lies and manipulations of narcissists. The con artists and scammers, the toxic coworkers and bosses, fake friends, family of origin where you were taught and trained to tolerate abusive behavior. Been there. And it can be hard to trust yourself with future generations when you fail to trust your gut at critical moments along the way. However, despite some folks' love of laissez-faire parenting, the kids aren't going to raise themselves. And believe it or not, Survivor, you can make a difference. Here are 8 ways to prepare your teen to navigate narcissism as an adult. Number 1, start with awareness. Help your teen to understand what narcissism is. Talk about the traits and behaviors associated with narcissistic personalities, like lack of empathy, manipulative tactics, the need to control everything and everyone. And use real-life examples or stories, even personal ones, even better, to make these concepts and these terms relatable. Number 2, teach healthy boundaries. Encourage your teen to set and maintain boundaries. Earlier, the better. Discuss how important it is to say no and that it's a complete sentence, and to recognize when their boundaries are being crossed and how to communicate their limits. And this can be done through role playing, even if it's at the dinner table, someplace where they feel comfortable enough to engage, share, and not feel pressure. Number 3, show how to love, protect, and care for their bodies. Whether it's health appointments, hygiene, exercising, sleep, nutrition, the clothing that they wear, and the language used around these things. Even self-defense tactics, maybe a class. These are things that can help to show your teen how to love and protect and care for their bodies. And if you do it together, even better. That way, even if the time together, say in a health appointment, may feel kind of awkward, they may not have any questions for the OBGYN, or they may not completely understand the breakdown of their blood work, but you can have some really powerful moments in the car ride home, or maybe share a nutritious meal after an appointment, or a self-defense class where they learn some basic maneuvers to protect themselves if they get into a sticky situation with someone who feels entitled to overpower them, potentially. All of this can help them to recognize unhealthy habits or unhealthy lifestyles or behaviors, especially when they're choosing friends and engaging in other relationships in different situations, whether it's personally or professionally. Number 4, develop emotional intelligence. This is another great topic that can be shared over a healthy meal where there's real food being served, whether it's at home or out at a restaurant, for example. You can equip your teen with tools to recognize and manage their emotions, and encourage them to do some journaling, maybe sketch on a sketch pad, or talk about their feelings, and that that's okay and that it's normal, and to teach them how to practice self-regulation techniques like deep breathing exercises like the one we do every week, or mindfulness practices, meditation. Number 5, promote independence. You can teach your teen the importance of being self-reliant, but in a healthy way, and encourage them to make their own decisions, to problem solve, and to take responsibility for their actions. And this will help them to become more confident and reduce the likelihood of them becoming dependent on or even manipulated by other people, especially if they're preparing to leave home for the first time, like if you have a college-bound teen. Number 6, model healthy relationships. It's so important to demonstrate to your teen what a healthy relationship looks like, where there's respect, empathy, open communication in your interactions with one another. And your teen will start to learn what to expect from other people in a healthy way, and how to navigate relationships with others with mutual respect. And they need to see these things like humility, apologizing, even when you blow it. I know that's something that really encourages my kids when I apologize to them, when I overreact, or when I get upset or get angry and say something that's just out of pocket. And it really helps them to understand how they should be treated by others going forward. Number 7, encourage critical thinking. Help your teen to develop critical thinking skills by encouraging them and allowing them to question things that they see, hear, or experience, that's okay, and to not shut them down or be dismissive, and that they should expect to be able to do that in future relationships, whether they're personal or professional. Show them and teach them how to analyze situations, read the room, consider people's motives, and to make informed decisions. Number 8, offer support and open communication. This is the great part, where you let your teen know that they can always come to you and talk to you about any concerns that they have, any questions that they have, even if they want to follow up and learn more about your experience growing up or your experience and what you're going through now. And it's so important to create a safe space for them to be able to express themselves without judgment, to be able to ask questions, to be able to even confess when they blow it, or just share some of the hard lessons that they've learned, and to experience consequences without having it rubbed in. Having regular check-ins can be great and a way to reinforce that they have a support system that they can fall back on and that they don't have to go at life alone. Let's recap 8 ways to prepare your teen to navigate narcissism as an adult. Number 1, start with awareness. Number 2, teach them healthy boundaries. Number 3, show them how to love, protect, and care for their bodies. Number 4, develop emotional intelligence. Number 5, promote independence. Number 6, model healthy relationships. Number 7, encourage critical thinking. And number 8, offer support and open communication. Remember, when you humbly share what you know, the healthier teens will grow. Thanks for being here, Survivor. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. If this podcast has helped you understand who and what you're dealing with, sharpen your discernment, and move forward on your healing journey, share it with another survivor. Help me help others by leaving a review for the show. And let's connect on social. Take a screenshot, share it in your IG stories, find and tag me at The Vibrant Survivor, and I'll share your post too. I look forward to connecting with you on IG and seeing you back here. You're not alone and you're not crazy. Know who you're dealing with, know who you are. Take care, and I'll meet you back here next week. Bye-bye.